Don't attempt to adjust your screen. It's working perfectly fine. Today's review is Surly's The Darkness. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Minnesota Taste Buds. Today we're doing a special review of a limited release.
Yeah, limited release, limited edition.
Surly The Darkness.
They do it once a year. Every year they do one, and I don't know if it's the same every year. It might be a little bit different. I think they're a little bit different, but every year they do like a limited release, I guess. So, and apparently people go crazy for these.
And we were told we have to try it.
Yeah.
By a couple people.
Yeah.
Yep. So I think we're gonna
crack into it
here in a second. We'll give you a little
so
information.
It's got a wax top and wax the top.
Wax top, so yeah, you can't just pull this shit out. It doesn't work.
Yeah, that's the only annoying thing. I mean, it looks cool, but it's really freaking annoying to get into.
It's a Russian Imperial Stout, so they're usually higher in alcohol content. This one is 12%, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 12%. Yeah, we have some of the information.
Yeah, we have some information. We'll maybe put in the
we can put a link. Oh yeah, we put a link to the where they show it.
Yep. It says King Minos of Crete, on the advice of the Oracle of Delphi, commissioned a labyrinth to hold the Minotaur, an unholy communion of man and beast. With the head of a bull and the body of a man, it devoured any who dared enter his lair, until Theseus, armed only with the sword and string, slayed the Minotaur and escaped the maze. You, the modern-day Theseus, need only use wit and guile to obtain darkness. Our limited release Russian Imperial Stout. The waves of coffee, chocolate, cherry, raisin, and toffee welcome, while the non-traditional dose of aromatic hops surprise. And we can't stress this enough, don't bring your sword to a liquor store. It's weird, dude.
I mean, yeah, it would be a little bit weird.
It's out of Minneapolis and Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. So right here in Minnesota.
Alright, let's see. What's the best way to probably get into this?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna...
Remember, cut away from your body.
I'm just gonna try and cut around the freaking thing.
Das wax.
Wax? I hate wax tops. They're annoying. They look really cool, but it's really annoying to get into.
If it'd be like a Maker's Mark, it probably wouldn't be so bad. Because they just
pull right off? Yeah. They must make them differently then.
Yeah, I don't know. That's like wax. That's like if you really seriously melted that with a lighter, it would probably work.
Shit.
20 minutes later.
Ooh, I'm starting to get the cap is what's happening.
Ah.
Started to take the cap off. Ah, here we go. It's got a little Surly on the cap.
Okay, so after about 3 minutes of cutting, we finally got into this.
Shit. Yeah, I mean, the wax has screw. Someone's gonna be like, guys, I know the perfect freaking way how you, like, open these damn things, but... Yeah, you know...
It's a lot of effort to get into a beer.
Yeah, it better be worth it.
Yeah, it better be worth it.
Sure,
we were told it's amazing, so... I'm kind of stoked a little bit to try this.
Alright, so I just try and crack it?
Yeah, let's just try to crack that so.
I can get it right on here.
Oh, it's victory! We have victory. Alright. Woo.
Alright.
Yeah, that's real wax.
Real wax. Alright. I don't want to take a smell yet. I already kind of smelled something.
Sounds interesting.
Holy crap. Oh yeah, I was also going to try and show, so it's pretty dark. It's like, you can see the color. I want to see if I can, oh, you can't even see the light through it. That's how freaking dark it is.
Right.
So yeah, it is.
Very dark. Even the head on it is like dark.
It's got a little bit of a head, yeah, even the head is like it's a dark.
Ooh, that smells really good.
What does that smell like?
Chocolate. I smell chocolate, coffee, a little vanilla. Is that raisin smell? Are you getting a raisin smell at all? Because I'm getting a little bit of one. Almost like a chocolate covered raisin when you bite into it.
I'm having a hard time getting a smell actually. It's pretty muted for me. I get a real light chocolatey kind of toffee, but it's really light.
Okay. Yeah, a
Well.
little bit of toffee. Well, here we go. The darkness.
Ooh, even look how much it hangs on.
Yeah.
Even with the. Oh.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Imperial Stout. Darkness.
Whoa. It's thick. A lot of flavor.
Okay. First thing to say, this is 12%. Don't even notice it.
Really? Yeah.
There's a little hint of it in there, maybe, but
Thing that's getting me is how thick it is. You can like it coats your mouth.
oh, okay. Second sip, a little bit more alcohol taste. Not any more though than like what that Zwick had, or
Yeah.
I'll have to see.
This isn't different. This is something different for a stout. This is wow. You're getting the sweetness. There's a sweetness to it. A definite sweetness. I don't know. I don't know if I get the. For some reason, I do get a little bit of raisin flavor out of it. I'm getting raisin, that fruitiness.
I'm getting you know what? It's kind of interesting. Like when I first take it in, you know that left hand nitro milk stout that we
Yeah.
had. When I take a sip, like as it's first coming in, it's really smooth and milky
Yeah,
when it's coming in, but then it just fills your palate.
yeah.
It's real thick and filling. But what's the finish like?
It's thick. For a beer, it's very thick.
The finish for me is it's kind of smooth. It does linger because it's so thick in your mouth that it goes on and leaves. It leaves a little bit behind, but yeah, and you get a little bit of that alcohol. You can tell that it's higher.
But I'm not getting no hoppy flavor though.
Um,
I'm not getting that floral really. Maybe a hint. It's not. You get a little bit of slight bitterness to it, but I just can't get over how thick and how just mouth like feel you get from this.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that bitterness, but in a darker beer, it's kind of like you kind of get that already. And when you have them darker flavors, the bitterness is, I feel like, kind of gets a little bit muted because it becomes more of a chocolate bitterness
Yeah.
instead of.
All I can say is this is very, very, very flavorful.
Yeah, it's smooth.
Like really flavorful. A lot of flavor going on in this, but the thing is, it coats your mouth.
But now
It's frothy.
it's good, but compared to other things we've had,
It's not as good as some of the other things that we've had.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, would I?
If it was lighter, well, not lighter as a color, but like thinner feeling, maybe not so thick, I think it would be better. Because honestly, it's kind of hard to drink. Like if you wanted, I don't think you could drink a bunch of these. I think it would be.
Well, you don't need to though.
Yeah, you don't.
It's
Yeah, that's true.
12%.
Yeah, you wouldn't need to drink a bunch of them. I mean.
I mean, you need to split this bottle.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could probably try and drink one of these yourself, but ooh.
Yeah, you'd get really drunk, definitely. I'm just amazed by how, like, the flavor. I mean, you get coffee, you get chocolate. I get raisin. It's not, like, strong raisin flavor. I'm not getting the toffee. And I'm getting that. Maybe it might be that cherry. Maybe I'm getting that. That might be where the fruit's coming from, is the cherry flavor. The cherry flavor is coming from that.
For me though, I'm not getting, for some reason, like I drank water before this. I don't know, I'm not getting any, like, fruity flavors. If I was, I'd be like, I would think I would maybe be a little bit more into this.
It's thick. It's really thick. I'm kind of amazed by how actual thick it is. It's almost syrupy. You know what I mean? It's almost like a syrup.
I want to keep drinking it though, because maybe it starts to come out. Maybe it starts to come out. Or maybe it needs to be warmer. Maybe it's too cold. That could be
I mean, look. I mean, I pretty much downed it, and you can actually see how slowly it really moves on the side of the glass. It's thick.
But are you getting like a fruit flavor out of it?
Yeah,
are
I'm
you
getting.
What
Yeah,
kind
I mean,
of fruit? You said raisin
and cherry. I'm getting that slight cherry,
You
but
are
it's like a
getting
dark cherry. I mean, I've finished it, and you can still see it hanging on the glass. That's from that thickness. Look at that. It takes forever to move down.
I get a hint of that, like dark cherry, but it's right when I
Now see, I moved it, and it's staying on the side of the glass.
Yeah, it's thick. It's got good head retention. For as much as it does,
It kind of amazes me. Like, look at that, man.
yeah.
It sits on the side. I've never seen a beer do that. Not because that stuff is real thick. It's almost syrup to me.
I'm gonna have to take some more after this because I don't know. Like I get a little bit of that cherry, but it's only right when I first drink in, and then I get that feeling, and then kind of the end is the alcohol kind of. Hits me.
We decided to do one in this limited release because we wanted to do an in-depth review on it.
Mm-hmm.
Not just, oh, it's good, oh, this is the flavor, and that's it. I mean, this is something else. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's great.
Maybe try some more too and see what's like now that it's been sitting there a little bit, maybe, or get to there. Because I want to see, and maybe as it warms up a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you turn the glass to the side and you go, oh, look, and it still hangs there.
I get really, off the smell, I get malty. There's a malty character to it. I think they had they had a bunch of different, the grain belt on this is crazy.
So now it's a little bit different. I still get the same, like, pretty much flavor, but it's not as, like, powerful. It's like maybe if you let it breathe a little bit, almost like a wine, it got better because it's the high alcohol content.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is it gonna change? That's because, so first impressions, I'm not that impressed by it. It's not bad. It's pretty good. I'll admit that. But then again, too, these bottles were like, it was like $22.
Yeah.
I think I paid
for a 750 milliliter of some beer.
Yeah. I mean, it is a limited release. I mean, I like what they did with everything, but it's that's what I'm putting in my head too. Is like, is it worth like the $22?
I'm gonna say for the price, no. I don't think it's worth $22. For this bottle, I'd pay $8 to $10 for. I don't think I would pay more than that though.
I don't know though. I guess it's just. Do you want to pull up that information?
Yeah.
I wanted to read off kind of what the grains and stuff that was in there.
The hops are Warrior hops, Amarillo hops, and Simcoe hops.
Okay.
Malts are 2-row Golden Promise Aromatic Chocolate Black, 50 out of 60. Special B, Roasted Barley, Oats, Brewers Crystals, and DME.
Okay.
12% alcohol by volume. It's a English ale yeast, low IBUs. The OC is 29 degrees Plato. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it does. It does have a low bitterness, huh? You didn't think it was? It's not bitter for you, right?
No.
Yeah. God, yeah, I don't know. It is good, but limited release. Some people really love it. I know that. I think it is really good. I don't know, I guess. I mean, it's good, though, for a stout. If you want something that's dark, chocolatey, I guess I just keep looking for something fruity, something else to kind of that's going to hint out at me, and I kind of... It would be interesting if there was, like, a more fruity flavor in this.
Yeah.
I think there is, maybe. Maybe some people pick it up. For some reason, I can't. I don't know. Some of that might come from the hops as well.
Yeah, I get a little bit of fruit, like I said, like a darker cherry. And then I get that, I don't know, like a raisin flavor. Because I don't like raisins, and I can pick a raisin out of anything you give me. If it's got raisin in it, I can taste it.
See, I like raisin.
And I can taste it in that. Because I'm not a fan of it. If you're a fan of something, I think it's a lot harder to taste that compared to if you're not a fan.
I'm just, like, for some reason right now, I just feel so muted. I can't really get anything out of this. I get that it's dark, it's stout, it's thick. Maybe it's something with it being so thick and the alcohol being so high that my taste buds are having a hard time, like, deciphering.
It's not bad, though, but I'm just saying I wouldn't pay $22 for a bottle of that. I'd pay $10.
See, I'm getting more of the smell now as I kind of go through it. There's something kind of fruity-ish, but almost like overripe or like
fermented.
Yeah. Yeah, almost like it's getting to the point of being sour, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to.
It's better than most Surlys that I've had, though. Surly anything, but I mean, if you notice in the glass there, it's just hanging on the sides.
I don't know. I would say for a Russian Imperial Stout, though, it's good.
It's better than the Rasputin.
Oh, yes, the Rasputin, I think, was bad. A lot of people like that Rasputin, though, I found out.
Yeah,
I was looking up online. A lot of people like that Rasputin. I don't know if they age it, maybe if it was aged.
Yeah.
I really like that Zwick.
Yeah, the Zwick was really good.
That's
that was
smooth like this.
But that was
is.
also a porter.
Yeah, that was porter. What was the Rasputin?
That
porter
was
as well,
a
wasn't it?
no. That was a stout.
Was it?
Yep,
Okay.
a Rasputin.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's the difference, between stout and porter. I always ask people and they say nothing really. I mean, they're both dark beers.
Yeah.
I always just look as a stout as having a lot more head retention. They're more fuller than say a
Right.
porter would be. Porter's usually kind of thinner, at least from what I've seen. But there's no real distinction between the two.
Porters are cleaner, I think.
Hmm.
Their stouts are usually almost always more high in alcohol.
No, you can have high alcohol porters. That's
But-
that what the
but
Zwick
yeah,
is.
Yeah, but this one, they say most of them average most of the imperial stouts average over 9% alcohol. That's the main thing is they're usually 9% alcohol or
Okay,
higher.
for the imperial stouts.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And then same thing, but then they also have imperial stouts that are Barclay or something like that are Polish, and those are over 10%. Every one of those Polish imperial stouts are usually over 10% alcohol.
God, I'm just.
A lot of porters start at like 6 and go up to 10, 11 at the highest.
Mhm.
But this one here, the stouts, they start out at 9 usually.
But they also used ale yeast. So
Yeah.
That's, kind of. But I can't wait to try my dark ale
Right.
in a couple of weeks. It's almost ready. I checked it today. I'm gonna wait a couple more days and then I'm gonna bottle it. And then about 2 weeks.
You know what this kind of reminds me of? Cough syrup.
It's got that kind of like cough syrupy, like
Feel.
almost like.
Cough syrup feel.
You know what? Now that I think
taste.
about it, it's like the cherry cough syrup.
Robitussin.
But did you just wreck it for me? Because now I like taste that.
Yeah, I know I'm tasting it too, but that's kind of what I get out of it. It's like the cherry Robitussin with barley and hops and roasted.
I got a maltiness out of it. That was the thing. I got a maltiness out of it.
Well, there you go. If you're sick and you have a sore throat and cough, buy some of this.
Yeah, I don't know. I can definitely feel it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I did get maltiness out of it. It's a nice dark stout.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit of cherry in there. Was there another?
A raisin.
Was there another fruit though that they said?
No, toffee.
Oh, toffee.
Coffee, chocolate, toffee, cherry, raisin.
Chocolate, cherry, raisin, and toffee. Okay. They're pretty kind of subtle. I didn't get raisin, or at least I noticed.
I can taste raisins in anything. And I got that just slight flavor of a raisin.
Maybe there's a little bit of a raisin smell.
But
That's
I'm just
what I
saying
get.
straight up, it's like Robitussin for the thickness.
I think that kind of nails it down. It almost reminds me of like a cherry cough syrup in a way, but like real thick. And then there's like a darkness chocolate too.
Yeah,
that's
dark
not. I'm not saying it tastes like that, but there's a hint. You get that kind of hint
the
of
flavor of
something like that. Yeah, like some cherry cough syrup almost,
Yeah.
which might not sound appeasing. This is good though.
It's good
good.
It's just it's not what
It's
I would
unlimited
really buy personally. It's just
I mean, I'd probably buy one. I mean, I do think it's good enough that I would probably get it, every year when it comes out. But I'd only get one bottle.
yeah.
I don't know. And then I think I have another bottle I'm gonna keep. I might age that one. Maybe I'm just gonna hang on to it a while. Maybe let it age and see. Because I've been told that this ages very well.
Okay.
And maybe that would change it. Maybe I should hang on to the other one and age it for a while, and then we'll come back and try it like a couple months or a year from now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe do a comparison from 1 year aged darkness to a new fresh darkness.
Yeah. Maybe some of you guys know. Have any of you guys aged a darkness from Surly before, and how did it turn out if you did?
Or here's another good question. If you've bought in the darkness before, does this year's taste different from any of the other years, or does each year taste exactly the same? I'm kind of curious on what you think.
Yeah.
If they all taste the same, or if there's a little bit of variation between each one.
Yeah, because every year I think it's a Russian Imperial Stout.
Yeah.
But I noticed when you look back, some of them were different. Like one of the years was a 10%. This is a 12%.
Right.
They must. I think they must change something in there, but it's kind of a Russian Imperial Stout. I'm guessing.
What I'm trying to figure out though is why is it a Russian Imperial Stout and they're talking Greek stuff here? King Minos and
That's just the name
Theseus.
for the stout, but it's like dark, you know. Dark
Yeah, I
beer.
know. Just being a turd.
All right. Well,
I don't know. I
mean,
think that's pretty much gonna really wrap it up.
yeah, I don't have much else to say. It's good. I don't know. I would probably buy it. You said you probably wouldn't get it.
If it was cheaper, if it was like $10 for this bottle, then I probably would.
Or if someone else bought it and they wanted to share it with you.
Yeah, if it was a little bit lighter for instead of so syrupy, if it was lighter.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's kind of syrupy.
Yeah.
But that's just because it's so full.
Yeah, and I'm guessing
In the
that's
body.
because the cherry, the chocolate, the raisin, and the toffee give it that thickness.
It's like eating a chocolate toffee, you know, in your mouth. It's really like that toffee.
Yeah.
Toffee is really something that when you eat that,
It sticks.
It sticks in your mouth, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of it. I don't know. It is good. I mean, if you're willing to spend the money and you want to try it and you happen to be around when it comes out, I think it's every year the day after Halloween.
Yeah, and the cool thing is though is it's very flavorful. There's a lot of flavors in it that you're gonna get, but the thing that kills it for me is how syrupy it is. If it was clean and light and more like a little bit more carbonated, more like a porter, that would be absolutely amazing.
Or I'm wondering why they used English ale yeasts. Maybe they should have went for more of like a dark ale. It'd be a little bit more carbonated, or dark lager. They could have done a black lager type. That would have been interesting. But then you wouldn't really put chocolate. I mean, you could. Ooh, that would be interesting. Like, what if they used like a lager yeast on this instead of a ale yeast? Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
That could have been. Who knows?
Like I said, lighter, not as syrupy, a little bit more carbonation. Keep the flavors in there. I'm good. What I don't like is how much it sticks in my mouth. That's I want it to be finished clean, and it doesn't finish clean at all.
Yeah, no, I think it's good for Porter Stout. I would definitely get one if you're interested or you're willing to spend the money, because it's probably going to be between $20 and $25 probably, depending on if you can find it too. I think it's every year the day after Halloween, I believe so. We'll leave a link in the description to the details on this beer. And yeah, I think that's about it.
Wrap it up. So make sure you guys like, comment, share, and if you're new, subscribe, because we got videos coming out all the time. So
yeah, if you guys haven't, check out our past video. And yeah,
we'll see you guys next time.